Okay, we're back with another mini.
Yes, we love Saturday minis.
I love Saturday minis, and I love this topic because it's all skincare and makeup, you guys. So this one's for the girls, maybe some of the guys.
Maybe some of the guys. I feel like I started using all my stuff and I'm like running low on everything now. I'm like,
I know sometimes if Matt ever wants to use my stuff, which is like once in a blue moon, I'm like, not that much. Like, I'm like, pea size. Just a pea size.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
A little goes a long way.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with our skincare products that we just can't really live without. They're our staples. I kind of want to start like more like the morning time.
Yeah, let's start with morning, and like some of mine carry over to both. But I feel like this is definitely not everything I have, but it's like ones that I always go back to. And then there's, sometimes you just use things to use them, but it's not like if you're going traveling, if you're not bringing like these things, then you're not like using it all the time. You know what I mean? So these are definitely ones that I'm using often.
Okay, walk me through what your morning looks like for your skincare.
Okay, so I like cleansing my face like first thing in the morning. I actually don't have my cleanser here because I left it at my friend's house, and after a cottage weekend, I'm still trying to get it back. Vic, I'm talking to you.
If you don't have it back by the time this airs, I'm sorry.
I've been using like this really like drugstore brand because the Sephora like sale had just happened. I just like re-upped on my cleanser, and then like literally that weekend like things got mixed up and she took it because she has the same cleanser because it's really good.
So did you have hers and it was empty?
No, she just took both of them by accident.
Victoria!
So I don't have anything. So I've been using this like drugstore brand, but usually I use this Sephora. I really like the Sephora brand skincare. Like I find it's really good on Yucca. Okay. It's very affordable and it's very clean, and I just find like it really suits my face. Like I don't get any like breakouts or red stuff. But I do find, so this one's actually at nighttime, but whatever, I'll just show it anyway. It's their melting cleansing balm. It's similar to like it's like rose water.
Oh,
it's like
amazing.
Really, really good. Sometimes I'll do like hyaluronic acid, and then my that I didn't bring my Goop sunscreen if I'm going to be in the sun in the morning.
Oh, yes.
Like if I'm going on a walk and it's sunny, then I'll do that, and then I'll just do my moisturizer. So this is the Sephora moisturizer. I recently started using this one, I think a year ago, and I really just love it. It's affordable. I love the texture of it. It's not too like oily. I find I have medium like skin, like not oily but not dry. It's kind of like in between. So I find this is really good because it doesn't leave my face feeling like too oily. And then I always, even though it's like a sleeping mask, I like use this stuff like crack.
Oh my God,
like
it's the best.
The Laneige like sleeping mask. I literally apply it like morning and night. I'm good to go. So that's kind of like my morning. It's not too much.
That looks empty.
Yeah, it's literally empty.
You need a new one.
No, I bought it at the Sephora sale.
Wait, the most recent one?
Yeah.
Oh my God, mine.
No. This is, I bought a new one for like re-up because this is almost
a
done.
month ago.
No,
You really used that.
No. So I knew I was running low, and I was like, I'm gonna need it for Italy. Yeah. So I like restocked all my stuff at the Sephora sale. I'm like, smart. Boom. So that's like my morning. It's not too crazy, but yeah, that's usually what I do.
I'm realizing how many things I actually forgot to bring.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I've talked about this before. So in the morning, actually, I don't cleanse my face.
Okay.
I don't double cleanse. So I cleanse the night before. And in the morning, I just do hot water and then cold water. And then I just use a face cloth.
Yeah.
And then after that, I will put on my rose hip toner that I did not bring because it's a really big bottle, but I just get it at Rexall. I used to use Thayer's, but then I found out that Thayer's on Yucca like wasn't that great, and this bottle was really good on Yucca, and it is actually around the same price point. So I just get it at Rexall. It's this beautiful like skinny pink bottle.
Oh, okay.
And then I alternate with what I use in the morning. So one day I will use the vitamin C suspension 30% from The Ordinary.
Yes, I love that one. I have it too. It's
so good. When I first started using vitamin C, I would mix it with my moisturizer, but now I can put it on like my skin like pretty just like bare like as it is. But it is really thick, so I feel like it just goes on better with moisturizer anyway, but I'll like spot it like more like around my eyes. And then the days that I'm not using that, oh, I brought the wrong one. I thought this was my niacinamide, but I'll alternate it with my niacinamide, which is really like hydrating.
Yeah,
so
I have that one too.
Okay, yeah, exactly. That's the one I use.
This one. Yeah.
Yeah, they all look the same.
They all look literally the same. Is that the lactic acid one?
This is the lactic acid. This is my nighttime.
Yes, I have that one too.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the Ordinary. Ordinary's like,
guys,
it's so
you can't beat the
affordable.
price.
And I will say, like, so I've talked to my brother because obviously like he's like a physician and he like knows a bunch of dermatologists, and like the fact that he like talked to them and they use this stuff, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's just the ingredient that it says.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's literally all it is.
Yeah, like they didn't add a bunch of like additives to it. Like it is what it is. Like, and that's what I love.
So I'll switch between vitamin C and niacinamide, and then I will also use the Supergoop sunscreen. And for my moisturizer, it's my big bottle. I didn't bring it, but I use just Cetaphil.
Yeah, Cetaphil's really good
Yeah,
too.
I used to use First Aid Beauty, but it's honestly really expensive. And it's not that great on Yuka. And Cetaphil is like 100 on Yuka, and you just get it at Rexall. So I like that I can just go to the pharmacy and buy some of my products, whereas if I have to get the Ordinary, like I have to order it online from Sephora.
Tub of the Cetaphil, the moisturizer, and the wash, like face wash.
The cleanser is good too.
The cleanser from Costco actually had like the big ones, and that's what I've been using because I don't have my face wash. I've been using that.
Yeah.
The Cetaphil is really good, and then sometimes I'll use the moisturizer too if I'm just like being lazy and I just don't want to like apply like a whole thing. I'll just like do a little dab and it's like good to go.
Exactly.
Like I feel like the mornings, like I feel like at nighttime is like you want to feel like really like glazed up, but in the morning you're kind of like, I'm just doing a little bit.
Exactly.
You know?
Especially like I know you work from home, but usually too like I'm going to work, so like I put on a little bit of makeup, so like I don't want too much stuff on, and I want to make sure I have like time in between, like to let these products also still sit. That's like something I learned as well. Like you don't want to do your skincare and then jump right into makeup. Like give yourself like at least a 10-minute buffer. Like go make your coffee or like go do a little stretch and just like give yourself some time to let the product sink in and sit before you start adding more layers to it.
Yeah. And I will say like the order of which you apply products is really important.
Definitely.
Like
moisturizers always last, guys.
And like you can't be putting on like an oil based product and then go back to like a serum. Like the just the order is really, really important. So that's a really good tip.
So that's my morning.
I love it.
Tell me your night.
Okay, so night I'll use the melting cleanser if I have like a ton of makeup on. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just also use a face wipe if I'm just like trying to get like mascara off. Like I have a ton of mascara on, I'll use this, I'll use a face wipe, and then I'll use my like actual cleanser because I do find I just have a lot, like I'll put on a lot of makeup, so I'm like I need to make sure like this is all off my face before.
What face wipes do you use?
I get these ones from Costco. They're really good. Like they're the Kirkland brand. And they're good on Yuka. Like I've scanned them. Perfect. So I've been using those for like years, and they're like super cheap, affordable.
Yeah.
Like
I used to. I don't really use makeup wipes, but I used to use like baby wipes. I heard that was like a good hack because obviously if something is safe enough to like use on a baby's skin, then it's like super safe to use like around your eyes and everything.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Baby wipes, when they used to go on sale at Shoppers, I used to buy them.
Yeah, love it. Love it. And then I'll do similar to what I do in the morning. Like I always like because I've heard that if you have wet skin, the hyaluronic acid and the niacinamide will like absorb a little bit better. So they always say like don't apply those products when your face is completely dry. So I always just have this with me so I can like spritz it and then apply the products afterwards. So I'll like you said, like I have the vitamin C. I got this one from Sephora. I usually have that one. Like I have the Ordinary one, but this one's also really good. It's a vitamin C plus E serum glow. It's pretty good and it's affordable. So I'll use that as well. And then I have my hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. Like I'll alternate between that and the niacinamide. And then I also alternate between after I do like my moisturizer, I'll alternate between either the cold press rose hip seed oil.
Yep, I literally brought that.
It's so good. Or retinol. Like I'll do that. So I'll like alternate between depending on like the day. And then I also have this. It's like actually I would put that on last, but it's a brightening eye cream.
Amazing.
So you put
you
this
love
on.
Sephora brand.
I love it.
Oh my
It's so
God,
good.
sponsor her.
It's so good, honestly. Because I used to use the Clinique under
need to get
eye.
on this.
Yeah, under eye the Clinique one, and it was so expensive, and I was like, I just can't justify paying like $60
mine is so
for,
expensive.
a tiny little thing.
Literally, that's mine.
It's literally so expensive. So then I think this one's like $24 or something.
Okay.
Like it's really cheap.
I'm gonna buy that next.
Yeah. So
I'm so glad we're doing this.
Yeah, it's so nice. 'Cause like,
I'm like, wait, what is that?
And and I find it's just as good. Like I don't know. Like I feel like, you know, when you do, like you're putting on these products thinking like you're not going to see results.
Yeah, you take all these vitamins and you're like, does this work?
Does this do anything? Well, I know it's not doing anything bad, so I'm like, I'll just keep using it. But
yeah, well, you look great.
Thank you. So that's my night. And
amazing.
Yeah, and sometimes I do derma rolling as well. And I think we've talked about that in the past, but I'll do derma rolling. If you're doing derma rolling though, I will say like you can't use vitamin C, it'll burn your skin. You can't use retinol that night. Like you really can't use a lot of these products. You have to like make sure.
What would you put on after you derma roll?
I would definitely put on hyaluronic acid because it like goes in, and niacinamide. And then I would also use my like just regular moisturizer, but none of like the ones that would burn, like vitamin C, like it would burn your skin.
Yeah.
And same with retinol, like it's too much.
Definitely don't do retinol.
Yeah.
After you use
The rosehip
derma
oil is fine though. You can use
yes.
that. Yeah.
Or like a marula oil.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, at nighttime, I talk about this cleanser all the time. It's the Youth to the People Superfoods like spinach and green tea one. It's like so gentle, but also just really gets off all of your makeup. So that's what I cleanse my face with at night. And then depending on the night, I'll use a couple of different things. One of them similar to yours is the lactic acid from The Ordinary.
Love it.
So this one's 10%. And I know sometimes people get really scared when they hear the word acid and like you're putting it on your face, but it's actually really good to use BHA. So there's lactic acid, there's hyaluronic acid as well, but that's more hydrating, whereas this is more of like a peel.
Yes.
But again, it's like different percentages. So I've been doing it for a while. So this is 10%, but you could get some that are like 2% or 3%. And that same goes for your retinol as well. So one night I would do this, and then if I'm doing that one night, the next night I would do something hydrating like the rose hip oil, the 100% one from The Ordinary as well, or a marula oil. I actually get marula oil from like Whole Foods or from Shoppers. It's this brand called Acure, ACUR, and it's super affordable. I used to use like the Drunk Elephant marula oil, and it was like $110 for like 1 ounce.
Expensive.
Yeah,
Drunk
honestly,
Elephant. I'm like, I wish I could afford this bougie. Like it's If I'm putting this on every night, like you can't.
But like
it's too much.
marula oil is marula oil.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't need the $110 bottle. And then if I'm not doing my lactic acid, this is the retinol that I'll use if I'm not using my like dermatologist grade one. So I have a tretinoin prescription. Well, I don't have the prescription. Tracy does, but every year she gifts me like a bottle of tretinoin for Christmas. So that one is like super intense. Like I use that one like pea-sized amount like every 2 weeks, but like in between I'll use the one by, it's the Sephora brand, isn't it? No, it's Pharmacy. Sorry. So this one I think, is it 1%?
Yeah, 1%.
Yeah.
The one I have is 1% too.
Yeah. So yeah, retinol, you really want a low percentage to start with. So this one I find is really good. It's kind of expensive. This is like $80, but it's a full ounce, and you really only use a tiny amount. You're going to mix it into your moisturizer as well. And you're not going to want to put retinol like on your under eyes because the skin is too thin.
Yeah.
So you just put it on like everywhere else. For my eyes, I'm going to use this, but then I'm going to switch over to what you have. But honestly, the thing that I really love about this, it's the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Cream. And I know I just said don't put retinol under your eyes, but this is just like such a low amount. And what it helps with for me is when I get milia, which like I don't think you've ever had, but I'll get these tiny little white bumps sometimes around my eye, I find, when I'm not using this product.
Okay.
And when I start using it, I feel like the retinol just like burns it away or something. Like it just like makes those little bumps go away. So I really like that for that reason. But I'm interested to see if something like that would also work if I just use it consistently. This is really good though.
I love that product, and the pink one too. The little serum that they have is so good.
The watermelon drops.
Yes, watermelon.
Kate gifted me that one time. It's amazing.
She gave it to me. I'm like, this is so good.
I think actually repurchased it.
Yeah.
And then I also have the Laneige sleeping mask, day or night.
What flavor is that?
Yeah, this was a limited edition. This is salted, or no, this is caramel apple. Smell it. It smells so good.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh yeah. I used to always get the one that you get, and then now I've just been more adventurous. And
Yeah.
I've got like grapefruit and like other different ones. And then I also brought, lastly, you don't need this because you're bronze goddess, but I have the Ill of Paradise self tanning drops, and these ones are for your face and body, but I only use it on my face. So what I'll do is I'll put my moisturizer on my hand right here, and I'll literally only put 3 drops. This one is medium. I'll put 3 drops, and then I'll rub it, and then I'll rub it all over my face
at night.
Okay. And then in the morning I wake up with such a nice glow.
Wow.
But make sure you wash your hands after like really well, because if you forget or if you don't do it really well, you'll wake up and have like this big orange spot like on your hand.
Do you find it stains your pillow at all or no?
No, because I don't go to bed like
right away
immediately after. Like I let it sit for a bit, but no, it doesn't stain my pillow. It goes on pretty fast and dries. And yeah, that's my nighttime.
I love it.
Yeah.
And we love our silk pillows too, guys. If you don't have a silk pillow,
get a silk pillowcase.
Get a silk pillowcase, because it really helps with like, you're not rubbing all these like products into your pillowcase, getting absorbed and getting all these like pimples and stuff after.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do some
Easy.
makeup?
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
Love makeup. I only brought a few of my staples because I was like, we'll be here all day.
Literally, honestly, even with the skincare stuff.
I'm excited to hear what all the rest of the Saturdays like use. Like I want you guys need to like write into us if you have like your fave products, or if you use any of these products and you love them.
Oh, you know what else? While we're kind of on skincare, I also brought my favorite scent right now. This is a clean brand. It's called the 7 Virtues, and they have a bunch of different scents, but my favorite one is Vanilla Woods.
Love that one.
It smells so
I got a sample of that. Like,
yes.
So good.
I've never gotten more compliments from strangers than when I'm wearing this scent.
Love it.
So that's a really good one.
That's a good hack too. I love a good scent.
Yeah. Scent is the strongest sense tied to memory. Did you know that?
Let's
talk about that on an episode.
Did you know also I listened to like this episode and they were talking about like where to put the scent, and like people always like just like spray themselves like this.
Yeah.
And apparently you're supposed to put it like right behind your ear, like over here is like where it stays the longest based on like where your sweat glands are. And like, so if you're trying to have your like perfume last a long time, put it kind of behind your ear.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, walk me through your favorites.
Okay, so I didn't even bring my...
I know what it is.
Yeah, I didn't even bring my foundation, guys, because I didn't bring it. So that's the Studio Fix. I use that one all the time. And I also forgot my eyebrow pencil. Oh my God, whatever.
That's okay. I'm looking at you and I'm like, I didn't bring concealer.
Yeah, it's okay.
We complete each other.
Yeah, so eyebrow, let's just forget that. You guys know what I use. And I need to, once I finish that, I'm going to buy the one that you use. The dupe, because my mom bought that one recently and she said it's just as good. So
I've had a few people tell me they bought it and they're like, thank you so much.
Yes,
and I'm like,
saving so much money.
Change your lives makes me so happy.
I like have been using this Tarte Shape Tape for like years now, and I just can't find a concealer that I like more than this. So this is
Born This Way as well.
Yes, I've used that one
really
too.
good, but I like interchange between those two. I have both on hand and I'm like, I love both.
This is my favorite thing. So I will say I was using the Charlotte Tilbury for bronzer, like the liquid one that comes kind of like in a tube. There was like a phase that Alex Earl was like promoting it.
Expensive.
It was expensive. I bought it and I thought I liked it a lot more than this Mario Makeup by Mario like little stick. I forgot what it's called. Soft sculpt shaping stick. Wow, say that 5 times. And at first I was like, oh, that like Charlotte Tilbury one's so much better, da da da. And then over time I started actually using that one, and using this one I realized, no, this one's first stays on a lot longer. It doesn't like rub off as easily. Second, if you're traveling, like that thing is a nightmare because it literally spills everywhere. There's been times where I've been traveling and it literally explodes in my like makeup bag and gets on everything.
That's the worst.
So I will not be bringing that to Italy. And this thing is just like really handy. It's like
I love those.
Like it just, you bring it, you can like contour with it, like you can do everything with it, and it comes with a little brush. I will say the brush is not the best. I don't even use the brush, to be honest with you, because I find it a little bit too tough. But I love it. Like I've been going back to it. So like it's a staple for me, and I'll be bringing it with me everywhere I go. Rare Beauty, the liquid blush, I just like can't live without now. Like I just love it so much. You need the tiniest amount.
Yeah.
It goes a long way. Oh my God, you literally have the same thing. It's so good, guys. If you haven't used it, like
there's I have hope. What's
it's
yours?
so good. Worth. Oh my God,
I
love that.
It's so inspiring.
And you actually gifted me this, and I love it so much. It's the Makeup by Mario.
It's the best.
It's such good palette because it has like all the neutrals. So if you're like traveling and you can't bring like 5 makeup palettes, like I feel like this
Are you bringing that to Italy?
Yeah, I'll bring this, and I'll bring one with a little bit of shimmers, and like that's it. Because I feel like this is just like, I'm wearing it now. Like it just has every color. It has a mirror, which is also very handy. Makeup by Mario. There's a reason his company is so good.
Agreed.
This one is my mascara. It's so it's water resistant. I wouldn't say it's completely waterproof. So it's kind of like, I've never had it drip down my face, but it's not technically waterproof in the sense that you can take it off.
Like if you're sweating, it's not going to come off.
No.
But if you're
like swimming in the ocean, it probably is going to come off. But it's really good. It's the Caloray. I don't even know.
See, this is so cute. It reminds me of cotton candy.
It's really good. I got it as a sample originally, and then I ended up buying the big product because I loved it so much. I find like the bristles are really good. It's very voluminous. Like it's not, it doesn't clump up. Like it's just a really good mascara. So definitely if you're looking for like a water resistant, and I find with waterproof sometimes like it pulls my eyelashes off. Like I'm like washing it off, and then it like literally pulls off. Yeah. So this is good if you're looking for something where you're like, I'm not actually swimming, but I don't want to like have a bunch of like black under my eyes. Like this is like really good. And then I've been loving this. I already showed you. I've been loving this Benefit. I think I made a TikTok about this. The Benefit cookie highlighter. It's like really, really glowy. It's good for like around the body. It's like it's, and you don't need a lot. And like I've had this for like a year now.
No, these ones last forever. Like, you don't have the little brush though. You don't use that one, eh?
No. Yeah. But yeah, so that's like my little.
Your setting spray.
Like, and Morphe setting spray. I love this one. Sprays
so professional.
This one sprays like I'll show you. It just sprays like
instead of doing like
like it sprays really nice.
Oh my god! And you find that works really well.
Yeah, it works really, really well. Actually, Kate showed me this, and Kate gifted me one of these once, and I went through it so fast, and I bought another one. Yeah.
Wow. So okay. Love all of that. I feel like now I'm gonna have a Sephora order once I leave.
I'm like I know what I'm buying.
Like, wait, what is that? Okay, so yeah, we have the same favorite foundation when I'm wanting like a more like full coverage. I love the MAC Studio Fix, as you mentioned, but I am loving. I used to buy this, and I'm back on it again. The Luminous Silk by Giorgio Armani. It's expensive, but it's so good, and it just replicates skin so well. It really is just like a very light coverage. So I feel like
I want to try that for Italy. Like I'm gonna go.
These are the two I'm gonna bring. Yes. I'm gonna bring these two to Italy for sure. I actually, you know what? I have like one that I got a while ago that's like so dark. I wonder if it would work with your skin.
Didn't you say you went to Sephora and they had a really cool hack of how they figured out your
So she's like, do you want to be color matched? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And I thought she was gonna like take a picture of my skin and like something, I don't know. She goes and gets this device that has this little ball on it and like rubs it on like the different parts of my face to color match me, and this is the color it gave me, and it matches me perfectly.
Wow.
So I didn't know they did that because I haven't been inside a Sephora in so long.
Cool.
I didn't bring my concealer, but I like I said, Shape Tape or Born This Way are my faves.
Yes.
I've had this Milk bronzing stick for so long. I'm pretty sure Leanna gifted me this with like a couple other Milk products like so long ago, but like guys, like there's so much product in this, and obviously like you're not really using a lot, so this lasts so long.
That's good. I want to try that.
I want to get a mini to travel with, but I'm like, I can't justify buying a mini when I still have so much of this left.
I know, that's the thing with minis is like it's just like the same price as like a full size.
Yeah. Brows, you guys know Annabelle. It's a dupe for Anastasia. And you also know I love my drugstore telescopic L'Oreal mascara. I honestly can't find one that I like better. And then I'm also on the Rare Beauty liquid blush. I don't know how I ever did powder blush.
Same. Now I'm like liquid. even powder
bronzer.
Like I feel like I was really powder girly for a while, and then I got on like the like cream, and now I can't go back to powder.
Agree. I also have the Patrick Ta bronzer that I didn't bring because I just started using it, but like it's also so good for bronzer. And then this, guys, is so good. I think I maybe have mentioned it before, but the Hourglass in Add to Cart, the Ambient Luminous Bronze Light. highlight. It's a highlight / bronzer.
Yes.
And this just like over your face at the end gives you such a beautiful
Okay, I need
glow.
to take a picture of this because this is at Sephora too, right?
Yeah, it's expensive. It's like $70-$80, but it lasts you over a year.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, that's less than like $10 a month. Like it really just brings you from like a 10 to a 12.
Yeah.
And I also have the exact same palette. So I'm not going to show you guys that because it's the Goat palette. And
So good.
for my setting spray, I use the Charlotte Tilbury.
Yes,
setting
that one
spray.
I love too. I have the mini that I'm going to bring to
Yeah.
Italy because I'm like, this one's so good.
Yeah. And that's my makeup. And I couldn't live without these.
I love it. I feel like, we have like our staples. There's obviously like other products here and there that you're like using. But like, I feel like you always go back to like, okay, what am I restocking when it's a Sephora sale? And that's what I brought. I was like, what am I restocking? That's what I'm bringing.
100%.
You know?
And I need to go buy some more stuff.
Same.
So,
When's our next sale?
yeah, not for a while, unfortunately.
God.
I hope you guys liked our little mini. And like Rose said before, tell us what you guys use because I'm always looking to buy more stuff at Sephora.
Me too. Give me a reason to be at Sephora.
Yeah, give me a reason. Just twist my arm.
Yeah.
Add to cart.
Seriously. It helps having a friend that works at Sephora because she
Yeah.
was like, hey guys.
Gives you the scope.
She gives you the scope. Yeah.
100%.
So yeah, thanks for spending a Saturday with us. A little Saturday mini for you. We're probably traveling right now or doing something fun.
Go us.
Okay, we love you guys and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.